The start of a new year is the perfect time to take a look at the lifestyle choices you want to incorporate or remove as you start fresh. Looking at the foods you eat and how they might be affecting your life is a perfect place to start, and that's what we're going to be discussing today. Clean eating is eating the way that nature intended, eating real food for a healthy body and healthy life. Think of eating whole foods and foods with a lot of natural and vibrant colors. Try to avoid processed foods and those that have been altered from their natural state as much as you can. A lot of the food processing decreases the nutrition and health qualities of those foods. So when you're eating foods that you know are processed, be mindful to watch out for salt, added sugar, and artificial ingredients, and especially GMOs, which are genetically modified organisms. GMOs occur as a result of artificial manipulation of living organisms in a laboratory through genetic engineering. Basically, they're creating combinations of plant and animal and bacteria and virus genes that don't occur in nature or through traditional crossbreeding methods. We see GMOs mostly with foods from the Western diet, including corn, soy, sugar, canola, wheat, a lot of animal products, oils and fats, proteins, and sweeteners. Our bodies have a more difficult time processing these foods, which can lead to diseases. When shopping for meat and dairy, if you're choosing organic, sustainable, and local whenever possible, that's going to help you to eliminate the risk for additives and pesticides, which are also very harmful to our bodies. It might not feel like it at the time, but some toxins can't be flushed from our bodies and slowly accumulate over time, contributing to poor health as we age. It's kind of like buying everything on a credit card. You're not paying for it now, but you're going to have to pay for it in the future. Even when you're buying and eating whole foods, there is more than meets the eye. The Dirty Dozen have been identified by the Environmental Working Group to be the produce items that are most likely to be contaminated with pesticides. Trying to eat organic versions of these fruits and vegetables whenever possible is definitely going to reduce the incidence of pesticides. Here we go. Apples, celery, cherry tomatoes, cucumbers, grapes, hot peppers, nectarines and peaches, potatoes, spinach, berries including strawberries, blueberries, and raspberries, sweet bell peppers, green beans, kale and collard greens, and summer squash. I know that's a lot, but feel free to take a screenshot here of this list. These are the Dirty Dozen, the most likely to have been contaminated with pesticides. With these foods being found to have contained the highest levels of pesticides, for example, 97% of spinach samples contain pesticide residues, according to the U.S. Department of Agriculture. So you might be wondering, what are pesticides? They're chemical or biological toxic agents that are commonly used to protect crops from insects, weeds, and infections. So though they might be great for growing conditions, they aren't great once we're consuming them in our bodies. Where can you find them? They are typically on fruits and vegetables, wheat, rice, olives, canola that gets pressed into oil. Pesticides are used on crops that are fed to animals as well, and although the residue from pesticides is generally not found in meat or dairy products, it can be. And what happens when you consume these pesticides? They are toxic, and they can cause a number of health effects and are linked to a range of serious illnesses and diseases, from respiratory problems, cancers, and even infertility. So if you are consuming these foods, take a good look at this list and consider how many of them you're not eating organic and if it's possible for you to switch. Okay, you're going to like this list a lot better. I promise I'm not trying to break the bank here. I'm very mindful of budgets, and I know that we can't all buy organic for everything. So the next list we have are 15 fruits and vegetables that are considered the lowest in pesticides. These are named the Clean 15. So if you want to choose conventional versions of some foods, these are the ones that's a lot safer to eat of those. So again, take a screenshot of this list. These foods are a lot safer to eat non-organic options of. We have asparagus, avocados, cabbage, cantaloupe, sweet corn, eggplant, grapefruit, kiwi and mangoes, mushrooms, onions, watermelon, pineapple and papaya, sweet and frozen peas, and sweet potatoes. Now, it's not all of them, but if you notice, some of these have thicker skins. Sometimes the pesticides don't penetrate the skin as easily, so if you're peeling that off, that is helping you to eat the inner fruit or vegetable that doesn't have the pesticides on it. Not in every scenario. You see, we do have mushrooms on there, but a lot of times that is the case. People often ask if organic food is more nutritious than non-organic food. A diet high in fresh fruits and vegetables provides optimal nutrition and dietary variety. However, there aren't any studies that have shown a direct health benefit or disease protection from eating all organic foods. There is no conclusive evidence that organic food is more nutritious than conventional food. People do eat organic for other reasons than nutrition. For example, those who eat an organic diet are exposed to fewer disease-causing pesticides, and organic farming is more sustainable and better for the environment. There are some pesticides used in organic farming, but they're derived from natural substances rather than synthetic ones, and they're a lot easier for our bodies to process. Now that we've talked about a few foods to eat and to avoid to keep a clean diet, we can discuss all the amazing benefits that come from clean eating. First off, we have decreased inflammation. With inflammation being the root of most all pain and disease, there's not a lot of people looking to avoid this benefit. Some inflammation in the body is natural because it comes with the stresses of everyday living. Natural whole foods and herbs contain healing properties that help to minimize and manage inflammation, preventing pain and disease, and helping you to reach your weight loss and health goals naturally. That brings us to the second, maintaining a healthy weight. Eating foods that are as close as possible to being in the form that nature gave them to us helps your body to thrive and stay slim. It improves your metabolism and helps you to balance hormones. Also, fruits and vegetables contain a lot of water, so it just helps your body to regulate. Next up, we have glowing skin. When eating clean, you are getting so many more vitamins, minerals, and hydration that it starts to show up in your skin. Consuming a lot of fruits and veggies creates a healthy glow from all of the carotenoids. You also receive a better mood. There is a very strong link between food and depression and anxiety. Clean eating helps to keep your blood glucose levels stable, which helps you to avoid mood swings, ups and downs, and sugar crashes. General healthier body also occurs. While eating nutrient-dense foods from nature, your entire system is going to both look and feel a lot healthier. You're also going to have a lot more energy. No more need for energy drinks, sugar, tons of coffee, and sodas to get you through your days. You can toss the Red Bull. With a healthy, clean eating lifestyle, you usually have so much more energy, you might not know what to do with it all. Speaking of all that energy, you'll find eating a healthier diet that your workouts are better and that your recovery time is cut down as well. This is in part because the minimized inflammation, which we already talked about, that is occurring in your body. Also because of the great antioxidants you're getting from the food. You will also be benefiting from a stronger immune system. Anytime you're consuming processed foods and sugar, your immune system has to spend energy protecting against what you're putting in your body, leaving very little energy to protect against illnesses. A clean eating lifestyle leads to a bolstered immune system that can better fight off viruses and disease. And when you do get sick, your body will have way more resources to recover quickly. If you thought the benefits were over, I am just getting started. We've got a whole nother list here. Clean eating helps you to improve your willpower because you're going to be detoxing and getting rid of processed foods and really reprogramming your habits. You'll find that your cravings for junk food become less and less. And you won't even be feeling deprived at all because the abundance of absolutely delicious, clean eating options out there. Your body is going to be really nourished and not have a lot of cravings left. In a sense, you're totally reprogramming your relationship with food in a very positive way. There's also potential for you to break an addiction with sugar. For many of the reasons we've already talked about, clean eating helps to break the addiction that the bacteria in your gut have to sugar. That's why it can be hard at first, but if you push through, and typically if you can make it through the first 4 days, it usually gets a lot easier to reduce your sugar past that. You'll likely feel a lot more focus. Processed foods contribute to brain fog and focus issues, so when you cut them out, you'll likely feel a lot sharper and smarter. Next up is my favorite benefit of eating better, and that's better sleep. Eating healthier foods and getting your hormones in balance helps you tremendously with your sleep quality. Your body's spending way less time having to repair and heal damage while you sleep because you're not consuming those processed foods and toxins, so you're able to wake up feeling a lot more refreshed. You'll also benefit from a stronger body. When you're malnourished, strength is at an all-time low. It prevents you from being able to get the most out of your day or even find the energy to exercise. And if you do find the energy to exercise, you likely don't have the nutrition to be repairing your muscles. Clean eating naturally brings hormones into balance, like we've been mentioning, and causes excess fat to melt away and helps you to build muscle more easily. You're probably even going to save some money on groceries. This might sound a little bit counterintuitive since most of us think that healthier eating is way more expensive, but eating more simply and mindfully can actually lead to saving money. There are brilliant ways to save money while eating healthier, learning how to shop organic on a budget, start with the foods your family eats most often, and shop for frozen organic produce. You'll find a lower price point and it is just as nutritious. Buy organic foods in bulk, and like we mentioned in the beginning of this webinar, check out for the Dirty Dozen and the Clean 15 to choose which foods you want to be purchasing organic or not. And finally, you'll be living a more sustainable and healthy lifestyle. Clean eating is surprisingly sustainable because it is so delicious, satisfying, and makes you feel amazing. Unlike diets that ask you to practice torturous caloric restriction or avoid foods rich in flavor, clean eating is about rewiring your taste buds for life. That means slow and steadily you'll learn how to love clean foods. Now that we've reviewed all the benefits of clean eating and you are gung-ho ready to start for 2019, let's chat a little bit about how to put this into action. The great part about eating clean is that recipes do not have to be complex. Adding fresh herbs and trying new spices is a great way to bring a lot of flavor to your plate. Make sure to avoid artificial sweeteners because they can lead to weight gain, diabetes, hypertension, heart disease, cancer, and many other health risks. Take another quick screenshot here. We've listed out a few simple, quick and easy recipes to incorporate whole foods and use a clean eating approach. Consistently eating clean foods might seem slightly daunting, and it might feel like it's going to take a lot more time and money at first. Once you see how it's filling your body with vitamins, minerals, high-quality protein, healthy fats, and improving your mood and energy, as well as in the long term preventing the risk of many diseases and illnesses, you might feel like it's all worthwhile. And the more you practice it, the easier it'll become. Thanks for watching, and I hope you've learned a lot about how to choose clean, healthy foods today. Feel free to contact us at care@catalyst.com if you want any more information.